My name is Elizabeth Cummings, and for my thesis, I did friendship training infused in service learning for children with autism spectrum disorder. Again, I'll start with some background information. First, autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disorder affecting relationships, communication, and behavior. Individuals with ASD tend to have a harder time forming relationships due to challenges initiating social interactions. And for friendship, this is a close relationship reflecting a form of companionship that is mediated by reciprocal interactions. Within friendship, there are three different dimensions that are seen. These are companionship, intimacy, and closeness. And then with the development of friendships arise a specific set of expectations that lead to satisfaction and quality levels. And service learning is a learning experience where students actively participate in service experiences that meet a real community need. They focus on facilitated academic learning and a reflection process. For the literature review, past studies have looked at friendships of children with ASD and found there's a big emphasis on the companionship dimension as opposed to the intimacy and closeness. However, despite this differing in understanding of friendship, they still report satisfactory level friends. And some interventions that have been used to teach friendship skills are social skills training, organized activity, and service learning projects. For this study, I used a social skills training developed by the Program for the Education and Enrichment of Relational Skills, also known as PEERS, and a service learning project. The method, the purpose was to teach friendship skills and strengthen a current relationship. I hypothesized that friendship behavior training provided with a service learning project would increase the usage of friendship skills and strengthen a current relationship. The participant was an 11-year-old female with autism spectrum disorder who attended a school for individuals with neurodiverse needs. The setting was virtual in that I was present over Zoom, while the participant and her friend were physically at school. This was a single subject ABC design with a baseline and two intervention phases. And for the variables, independent variable was the friendship training embedded in a service learning project, and the dependent variables were the friendship skills. Specifically, these were her ability to maintain eye contact, share information, speak in an appropriate tone, and join a conversation. For the materials, this used watercolor paints and paper. I administered two self-reports. These were the McGill Friendship Questionnaire and the Children's Friendship Expectation Questionnaire. And lastly, I used the friendship training videos developed under the PEERS curriculum. For the procedure, I began with baseline measurements and then I administered the two self-reports. Afterwards, I introduced the service learning project, which was having the girls paint watercolor pictures for residents in a nearby nursing home. Then I introduced the friendship training in addition to the service learning, and I concluded the study with another MFQ. For the results, on the left we have the positive and negative eye contact, and on the right we have the positive and negative sharing information. All the blue indicate her positive usage of these skills, and the red is the negative. It starts with baseline, and then days 9 and 10 show just when the service learning project was used, and the remainder of the sessions are the service learning project with the friendship training. And as you can see, the service learning project alone was not enough for her to maintain these positive friendship behaviors. And once the friendship training videos were introduced in addition to the service learning project, she not only increased in her usage of friendship skills, but also maintained this over time. And this is seen for both of these skills. And then for this one, we have the positive and negative tone on the left and positively and negatively joining conversation on the right. Again, the blue indicate her positive skills and the red indicate negative usage of skills. A similar trend is seen in that once the service learning project was introduced, there was a slight increase in her positive behavior, but it was not enough to maintain this over time. And once the service learning project and friendship training were used, she was able to positively maintain these friendship skills over time. And now I have the mean score of the friendship functions from the MFQ. We have companionship, self-validation, and helpfulness. The blue indicates the pre-test, and the red indicates the post-test. As a guideline, the highest score she could get was a 3. For the discussion, overall, the hypotheses were supported in that the usage of a friendship behavior training embedded in a service learning project would increase her usage of friendship skills and strengthen a current relationship. Some limitations were COVID, in that I was unable to be physically present for the study, as well as the setting. because the girls were separated from the rest of her classmates, so this really limited who she could talk to. And for strengths and future implications, a big strength was the service learning element, which provided a semi natural environment for these friendship behaviors to be practiced in. And for future implications, they can involve more students from the classroom in the service learning project to determine if the friendship training videos was enough to translate these behaviors into other relationships. And then I included two of her paintings she made, and here are my references. Thank you.